of golf. The state of Florida is heaven, and it doesn't get any better than the Tampa Bay area. We're blessed with sunshine, water, and some of the most beautiful tracks for golf that you will find anywhere. Hello again, everybody. I'm Al Keck, and welcome to Tampa Bay's best golf courses. We want to show off the best of Tampa Bay, golf courses that'll bring you back time and time again. Now, the economy may be down, but you'd never know it by walking these fairways. We're alongside the beautiful waters of Boca Ciega Bay in St. Petersburg. We're at the Pasadena Yacht and Country Club. For more than 80 years, the Pasadena Yacht and Country Club has been able to combine everything that is golf and everything that is Florida. Nestled in among the waters of Boca Ciega Bay, this course has become a bridge to golf's history and our area's past.
If a person wanted to dig deep, a person could really understand what Florida is all about. Because we've had everything from monkeys on this golf course to we've had bobcats, we've had quail, we've had deer, we've had all these things in the old days.
Oh, put it in. Yes!
But these days, Pasadena Yacht and Country Club is more about the good life.
Nice par.
Rule number one, check your troubles at the door.
You come through the gate and you go, it's just an oasis. It's a beautiful place to recreate. I've been blessed, as you said, to be a member here since '75, and it is a pleasure.
It's just like pulling into another world when you come through the gates. When you tell people to meet you at the club, you're not proud sometimes of exactly what they're going to see on the way, and then they get there and they say, "Well, gee, where'd this come from?" It's a shocker. So it gives you that wow effect.
And when it comes to golf, Pasadena Yacht and Country Club packs more than 6,700 yards and plenty of challenge to golfers of all levels.
There's some courses where it's driver wedge, driver wedge. Not this course. You've got to play shots. There's enough long holes, there's short holes. You got to play some smart. There's short holes where you can go for it, but you can pay a penalty if you don't pull it off. The par fives, most are reachable for the long hitters, yet not easily reachable. They're guarded well. So that's kind of why I said the course record is only 64, because you've got to hit all the shots. And that, to me, is what a fun golf course is all about.
You come up number 18 in the late afternoon with the sun setting. There's not a more beautiful hole in the state of Florida, in my opinion, to play this number 18 late in the afternoon and see the setting sun, plus the marina in the background.
You're rewarded when you get on the green with the fact is the marina is right behind you, the swimming pool, of course the clubhouse, and then of course the beautiful homes that are right across the water. So it's really a fulfilling day when you just come in here, no matter what your score is or no matter how you play golf. You only play golf about 15 minutes of it, and you spend the other 4 hours with 3 guys that you're really enjoying being with. And that is the essence of it. And 18 really brings it to my mind. It's really that way.
Good times, a storied past, and golf that is guaranteed to keep your attention. What more can you want?
It's contentment, basically what it is. It's a wonderful way to live, and that's what retiring is all about. Part of life, just retire and enjoy.
You've heard of the 19th hole? Well, you can't beat this. We're just off the 18th green here at Pasadena Yacht and Country Club, and only steps away, you have one of the most beautiful marinas around. But believe me, Pasadena Yacht and Country Club is more than beauty. Golf is a game of history and tradition, and very few can hang with Pasadena Yacht and Country Club. You could hear the sounds of golf along Boca Ciega Bay back in 1924. Walter Hagen was the first professional at what was then Pasadena Golf Club. Only Jack Nicklaus and Tiger Woods have won more majors than Hagen. Hagen would show off his new course to the likes of Bobby Jones. Babe Ruth was a regular on this course, along with one of the biggest pioneers of women's professional golf, Babe Zaharias. In fact, Zaharias took some money from Ruth. At the time, he was the biggest star in all of sports.
One day, they were joking around with each other, and she told him that she could beat him on one leg. So they played a $10,000 round of golf, which was quite a bit of money back in the 20s and the 30s, excuse me. And she actually beat him on one leg for $10,000.
And Pasadena would go on to host several pro tournaments on both the men's and ladies' tours. Arnold Palmer grabbed a major victory at the St. Petersburg Open back in 1958. Palmer loved the course so much, he agreed to renovate it in the late 80s.
Golf is tradition, and I'm one in line of that tradition. I don't have the name of a Hagen or a Palmer or Babe Ruth, but we get to run the facility and enjoy it like they did. It's still, the weather's perfect, the course is beautiful, people are wonderful, and truly that's what Hagen's job was to go golfing with the players, with the members every day, and I get to kind of do that. So to me it's wonderful to live in the shoes that they wore.
It's nice to do something that somebody else has done before you, and you can probably go in the clubhouse and find out what their best round was or something like that, and then compare yourself at the time in your life.
Every year also they have a tournament here with the Tampa Bay Rays play here. So there's even a little history being built with those guys walking these fairways. That 20 years from now someone will say walking the same fairways that Carl Crawford walked. So that history is building on itself as we speak today.
Brian Lake now leads the golf here at Pasadena Yacht and Country Club. Need help with your golf game? Who doesn't need help with their golf game? Well, Brian Lake is the guy to get you back on course. He has this week's golf tip, and it's all about chipping.
Let me ask you a question. Who would make a better NFL quarterback, an engineer or an athlete? The obvious answer is an athlete. Most people, though, in the short game, especially in the chipping, turn this part of the game into an engineering problem. Today's tip is on chipping and how to make chipping a more athletic swing. The athletic part of it is sweeping the ground. If you can sweep the ground and focus solely on that, you've turned it into an athletic shot. The tips to help you do that, there's 3 of them. 1, you're going to swing the club using your shoulders and your arms. 2, you want to stay in good balance. And 3, you're going to maintain a good posture. Those 3 things and you'll be able to sweep the ground each and every time. When you're ready to hit the shot, the ball will get in the way, and knock him in the hole.
Brian Lake makes it look way too easy. When we come back, you will see the signature hole here at Pasadena Yacht and Country Club. But first, this from the Transitions Championship. Tampa Bay's biggest PGA Tour event is coming, and with new low ticket prices. See the Transitions Championship March 15th through the 21st at Innisbrook. See the golf. Join the parties on all the finishing holes. It's your chance to see PGA Tour stars like defending champion Retief Goosen, Sean O'Hare, Vijay Singh, and Kenny Perry. Ticket prices have been reduced 25%. On sale now at Publix or go to transitionschampionship.com. See the golf. Join the party at the Transitions Championship. Welcome back to one of the most stunning venues for golf any place in the state of Florida, the Pasadena Yacht and Country Club. Now, some of the biggest names in golf history have taken on Pasadena Yacht and Country Club. Walter Hagen, Bobby Jones, Arnold Palmer. In fact, at one time, Bob Goldie had the PGA record with 8 consecutive birdies during a PGA event here. But the hole that grabs everybody's attention, the 4th hole. And here's a special look at this signature hole. 431 yards, par 4 with water along the right side of the fairway and a very large green. The #1 handicap hole at Pasadena Yacht and Country Club is all about positioning and dealing with the elements. Wind dictates aggressiveness even for the best of players. And chances are wind will force a long second shot over water.
I would say this hole is as tough as any hole I've played, especially when the wind is up. In March, club championship time, when the wind is up, this is a brutal hole because the drive is impacted by the wind. You've got water right off the tee and trees to the left. And if you get the fairway, then you've got the water right on your approach shot. And it's a tough, brutal hole in the wind.
The club championship at Pasadena will not be won on the 4th hole, but it can be lost. Water, wind, and trees protect #4's billing as the toughest hole on the course.
For a layout, it's like the 18th hole of Bay Hill, where you can drive it, no problem with driving. It's that approach shot. You got to deal with the hazard. You got to deal with bushes and trees and bunkers to the left of the green. There's no bailout. It's just pure. You either get the job done, or you're struggling to save par.
When I joined 17 years ago, I didn't know it was the hardest hole, and I birdied it 2 times in a row. Then I found out it was the hardest hole. I haven't birdied it since.
A very interesting hole in regards to Florida architecture. You know, you've got palm trees, you've got mangroves, you've got water and sand. So that is Florida. And whenever you go to that hole, you experience each and every one of them, and you have them to deal with.
But number 4 is not by itself. Number 5 that we were on earlier today with the putting experience, teeing off on that elevated green across the water is absolutely beautiful. With the bird sanctuary on the island to the right there. Coming up number 18, across the water, dogleg left, one of the most beautiful holes in Pinellas County. So you can go on and talk about every hole in this golf course, and every one is unique. And I'm sure every member here, perhaps one of those 18 holes is someone's favorite hole.
Off I-275 and 22nd Avenue South and nestled in along Boca Ciega Bay, Pasadena Yacht and Country Club is a hidden treasure here in St. Petersburg. And this is a club that truly has something for everybody. Pasadena Yacht and Country Club doesn't just depend upon its natural beauty. It takes work. Superintendent Scott McEwen has babied and nurtured this course and turned it into one of the most beautiful settings in all of Pinellas County. Club management believes it is the ultimate labor of love.
Since we got here in '04, we spent over about $2.5 million renovating the golf course, the bunkers. We just redid the greens a couple years ago, and we went with a new grass. It's called Sea Dwarf Paspalum Supreme. It reminds me of Wrigley Field because you could plant this stuff on a wall and it would grow. You know, in this environment with the salt water, it is the most saltwater tolerant, and we're actually hoping in the next couple years to go ahead and do the rest of the course in the Paspalum because of the way that it's thrived in this saltwater environment.
And you are never very far from the water at Pasadena Yacht and Country Club. Boat slips are available for sale or lease at one of Florida's most protected marinas. The slips feature Brazilian hardwood decking with Wi-Fi, cable TV, and the utmost in security. Add in an aquatic center with the best in instruction and competition. Or if tennis is your thing, there is every opportunity to take your game to another level. The Health Club offers a professional staff to get you in peak condition. And just waiting for the end of your activity, take your pick of 3 dining choices. Inside and out, Pasadena Yacht and Country Club tries to be the perfect place for your perfect day.
You have the golfers, you have the yachting, we have a fitness center, and we have a dining membership. So it's really unique the way that everybody melds. You know, it's just a wonderful club.
For more on the Pasadena Yacht and Country Club, call 727-381-7922 or go to the web on pyccgolf.com. Pasadena Yacht and Country Club, from Walter Hagen to Bobby Jones, Babe Ruth, Arnold Palmer, even Michael Jordan. You're talking the ultimate in a golf experience. Now, it's your turn. And thanks for joining us for this special look at the Pasadena Yacht and Country Club. I'm Al Keck, and we'll see you next time on Tampa Bay's best golf courses.